It's old-time hockey, the way you're supposed to play. You throw a little lumber if a guy gets in your way. You play like Gordie Howe or Eddie fucking Shore. We can't all be Gretzky, some news or Bobby Orr's. Hey!
Vancouver Canucks are pleased to use our first pick to select from the two-time Memorial Cup champions, Medicine Hat Tigers, a proud Westerner, Trevor Linden.
He's a character kid, he's a talented boy, he's big, he's strong, he's going to give you 100% every night. He'll be the type of guy you want on the ice last minute of every game. And Vancouver made an excellent pick. He leads the kids in the room, and the way he plays so hard, he embarrasses other people into playing. So I think you'll see that Vancouver got the best player in the draft.
Let's talk about Captain Canuck, Trevor Linden. Linden began his career with the Medicine Hat Tigers of the Western Hockey League. In 85-86, he only appeared in 5 games, but would score 2 goals. The following year, his career would take shape and appeared in 72 games, scoring 36 points, but really was a difference maker in the playoffs, playing in all 20 games, scoring 5 goals and 4 assists for 9 points, on the Tigers' way to become Memorial Cup champions. The following season, he would really explode onto the scene, playing in 67 games, scoring 46 goals with 64 assists for 110 points, and having an amazing playoff run, playing in 16 games, scoring 13 times, and getting 25 points on his way to a second Memorial Cup championship with the Tigers. Needless to say, this drew the attention of NHL scouts, and he was drafted 2nd overall in the first round of the 1988 NHL entry draft by the Vancouver Canucks. Linden would transition into the NHL that very next season, appearing in 80 games, scoring 30 goals, and amassing 59 points, and becoming a Calder Trophy finalist. It would only take Linden 2 seasons to establish himself as a leader on the ice and off the ice, becoming the captain of the Canucks in 1990. Linden would lead the Canucks to several playoff berths, but none more famous than their 93-94 playoff run, which culminated in the Stanley Cup Finals, losing to the New York Rangers. In that playoff, Linden played in 24 games, scored 12 goals and 13 assists for 25 points. Linden played for the Canucks for 10 seasons, until 1998, where midway through the season, he was traded to the New York Islanders for Todd Bertuzzi, Brian McCabe, and a 3rd-round pick in the 98 draft. After playing another season for the New York Islanders, the Islanders decided to trade Linden to the Montreal Canadiens for financial reasons. While in Montreal, Linden was often injured and only limited his time there to 50 games in his first season, in which he scored 30 points, and then 57 the next season, to which he scored 33 points. The Canadiens had signed Linden to a 4-year, $15 million deal, but felt that he wasn't producing enough, so for the 3rd time in his career, Trevor Linden was traded, this time to the Washington Capitals. He would join the Capitals in the last 12 games of the season. He would put up 4 points, but make a small playoff run with the team for 6 games, getting 4 assists. Linden would only spend a very short amount of time in Washington. Over the span of 2 seasons, he would play in 28 games, he would score 4 goals and 3 assists for 7 points, until he was traded again, this time being reunited with his Canucks. Returning to Vancouver seemed to reignite Linden's career, as with the rest of the 2001-2002 season, he appeared in 64 games, scored 12 goals, 22 assists for 34 points. His production held steady over the next 3 seasons, and after the 04-05 lockout, Linden would return to the Canucks, playing in all 82 games, but only scoring 7 goals and 9 assists. It was during this season that he would surpass his 1,000th game, the first Canuck player to do so in history. Linden would play 2 more seasons with the Canucks, before finally retiring after 19 seasons at the end of the 2008 season. He would amass 1,382 games played with 375 goals, 492 assists for 867 points, while still spending 895 in the penalty box. He was a 2-time Memorial Cup champion. He won gold at the World Juniors in '88. He would win World Championship silver in 1991 and represented his country in the Olympic Games in '98, as well as winning the King Clancy Trophy in 1997 for his humanitarian work. As of this recording, Trevor Linden is not in the Hockey Hall of Fame, but will be and should be soon. How can you have a Hall of Fame without Captain Canuck?
It's old time hockey, the way you're supposed to play.